of the MPP. I say the can catch us say baby MPP ne dru no. I was say general insisaye mu biba because say the MPP must be one of the finest opposition now. Ye hear omo say omo be strong na ometimi am make sure say John Dramani Mahama ye adwuma. Na mum say when opposition ye weaker. Esa emma nyoma enye akono. Honorable, good morning.
Morning. Nana.
Biaboko. Abre kafra. Sciatica. Kafra.
Left one in Wemi.
Enyini. But I abre Mike in the kakra Mike. Yeah. So when you dear.
Oh yeah.
Yankopon ase. Eno minim say now wo ohima in 1 week in ase. Betimi atwa ho mfoni kakra ma mo ye mpanyfo yi say ni si call
really kan chietiefo na titu ne crew amoha ben na ne ko no pay my friend say me na meja me Ghana for America titu MPP for na enra ye ba
okay
enra ye ba menhia beja na sante hene otumfo seri to sumiyenu ani asante mai ema ebisun yenana ya redu ya do to sumiyensa the 14th occupant of the Asante Hima Akuyan Ipadomina by Gidise two former presidents and a certain vice president, the former vice president.
Yeah.
The certain vice president,
good.
The former vice president, and two former presidents. By party by NDC, MPP, party paying for. I could now try to for Asante Shama. Yeah, I said this is a share call between the 14th and the 18th of September.
Okay.
A year. Here, very boy who near Samba. Yeah, Abija, Utum for near Santa Maria, baby, Yerana, Santa Hima, and I couldn't do Yano Tosomi and Son, everybody cheap. And I said, I will come, you do baby. Bakosem so ese nyanko fo mu che bana se kra de asa improve kakra o social media tete obi kire asante mai chidom ho so many groups are oma at timi be cheche sa no mo mu so a inchima no so timi a flow process na e cost
my pa Eugene say to the fact checker Aykrado. Eugene.
Yes, Akokwa, good morning.
Good morning. Bibi Aboko.
Bibi Aboko. Me sound be here.
Them clear. And the crowd has a sound near very very clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you
me feel and the Francis mebo me say mama no.
Akokwa I want to thank our listeners again.
Sure.
That's so many and what but no mutimi ato de te be hwe yen. And Akokwa, I don't take certain lightly. Right. And you befa baby me say be ko Japan kakra.
Okay.
You be ko Yuku. Ni esua de no me cancel.
Right.
Clement Pokuja for former DC for Amansia South.
Okay, lawyer.
Me lawyer Edin Komo. Me sana me second cancel.
Okay.
Hafiz. And so din komo. Unza makato say me lawyer ni.
Oh, be wonderful people.
Me be presentation bi me set me bass me lawyer ni.
Sure.
But the case bi omo de ama me akokwa because shata wala asem na me den say adesuade bebroma yi nyina yesi esua. Me no beche. Me wi a Musa Dankwa Global Info Analytics so de sabi bi aba.
Okay.
Nti be bikini analysis kakra wo ho. Nti Jeff Yanko we my first presentation. Akwa this week ni say President Mahama akọ Japan.
Right.
Na one na Jantuah ya ade bi a me dwen say obi a wan hwe show ni bi a on Thursday no.
Yeah.
Me dwen was it Thursday and I said Wednesday.
Yeah, I think it was Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Media menya we ya babun now person we educated on how Ghana can live from poverty. To a first class country like Japan, which to me and I me checks, I'm told that the third largest economy in the world.
Yeah.
Kwasha show no akokwa na nyana Jantuah de FM pa. It was a properly academic exercise. Yeah, meton kakra kire. Na President Mahama ko na flight na de nyina aba. Let me state this. I want to be some opinion on it. I had issues with Okujo Black Brown or a bit of security detail so it's on my Facebook. It's what happened with my Bumidin was share those posts, you know. Mr. President, the Kamenya Kasada, the FNC took room Kakababy or Namne the flight to the papa. I was here, Jane said, my dreams are not large in a conversation here about a born and a private jet and Hammer President Kufa net here. See, Benjamin, a from. That's what mine is a bedroom saying cut off fra. Media okay. I don't subscribe to president of a country going commercial. Security. That is my view. I could be a comparison between Western countries in there. Those countries are different. Let me set a personal example. I was one of the few people I met Don Elmo. And now Ghana Odi in the birthday and I know your manifesto on Kamala Harris, US Vice President Ghana. No. Our security checks are Mikumu Nanya Semketwa. Ghana has said you say President Mama Bekumas no comment and yes on comfort to a public transporter. UK public transport and a Luxembourg public transport and Ghana then in your pay. Your flight system and your pay. So you should be our African what I'm say. But about travels there, the dynamics are not the same. It's Kebenya be to a bit midina kwaba, maybe a national conversation about fine. But I'll stand by the position I've stood on in the last city. Anytime we could just and say some fine details where president and Amha they've playing for route and Amhadi and the see Binyani born from based on our economic condition. You better for let's have those conversations. But I'll call Japan. Good news about. Good news about say Ghana has secured a major boost for agricultural transformation. I met with Doga Mukaira, CEO and founder of Diggers Limited, who announced $100 million investment over the next 4 years to help establish Ghana as Africa's first AI-powered agricultural hub. Diggers has already financed more than 86,000 smallholder farmers across 122,000 acres, doubling incomes with a 95% repayment rate. With AI-driven satellite monitoring and precision agriculture, we will strengthen value chain from input to market, improving food security and create more jobs for our youth. Anytime I pay kind of verbatim, they say, in that Thursday analysis by you and Anna Jantuah, Mukan Yama President Kufa call China or Kaye, Mukan your call Japan or Kaye, so Kushian Yomo free on him. Because only Ghana in the sea, so from the 50s and the 60s, the first class cannot Ghana there still. They be a cap and a number man for few Kojiko Kobedi. And the or say $100 million in 4 years. Next option is saying $25 million every year. Now, Koko, 95 repayment. I mean, say, Uber to can back to the company, so they are investing to recoup their investment. How come media say they mean politicians? So what I did was I decided to read about the company. This is the gentleman, Mukaira on the president. Mama, beautiful picture. This picture, and I be a branch. I'm born about so. I also attend the GIPC boss. The presentation on there. Now, come on. I was very, very happy listening to my hopes and investors will really be moved by the presentation of my back. Your one in chair Standugi, Deputy Chief of Staff, President Mamani, and I see you in Sunni. I decided to go on the website of the company. Say, as a Stiana, I can't say GDN, sir. It is them as I'm call back the veil. Yeah. Aqua Diggers and yet in the 2019, a fintech, a great fintech, I got fintech, a financial technology. Right. So, for example, a Haptel, a fintech, mobile money, a fintech. What I say, a Sikahu DS, and they are barefoot, to financial technology. That's the meaning of fintech. Startup driven by the vision of changing people's lives drastically. Dramatically. We are dedicated to raising the productivity and income of 600 million smallholder farmers in sub-Saharan Africa by leveraging our proprietary technology platform. Takwa sub-Saharan Africa Ghana waha. So meaning that company no mote no mani so adi hunu so mboa farmers and akuafo what sub-Saharan Africa Ghana ka ho. Etene so also the president mama kan ne description in the Facebook post and the Twitter page and okre. That's the first thing. And I could say, because some show how they do their financing model. No, almost see, almost provide farmers with high quality farming input and other specialized training, equipping farmers with tools and knowledge to maximize productivity. How can I picking the word by word? I do open, Miss Petty. Sure. Usa kokwa, o specialized trainer beboa. Kwa kokwa sometime I catch us the Netherlands are a top 10 food exporting country in the world. But the land size in the northern region here because akokwa nimdie no mo no advanced tools omo no. So 1 acre or do in Tosa or no better be more as in Ghana ni no so do 1 acre no. What is the difference? The difference is technology. The difference is improved seedlings. The difference is from na wo ye no nimdie bi o suahu bi e won achi a Ghana ni na wo ye no ye compare on the same scale a oni sa suahu no. It is a diggers one baba number man quality farming input which is seedlings ka ho remember your specialized training boy farmers na me gitum remember equipping tools and knowledge so boy ya akokwa e ya de papa or say farmers make repayment by delivering a portion of the agricultural output and realize additional income through the sales of remaining crops akokwa enye free enye free akwakwati uza me catch say sometimes o kan adena unhu bibi o say ti president mama second say diggers has already financed more than 86,000 smallholder farmers across 120,000 acres, doubling incomes with a 95% repayment rate. Meaning that when they invest, so first you come with your shemu na no metimi age back about 95%, which is good. And ti diggers also come on website now. Or see, farmers make repayment by delivering a portion of the agricultural output. Now say ye boa now ye bibia na woton a wo de kakra company no discover share mu no betua so kakra. But akokwa payment checks no we no aya na ba interest rate is mbia nche da nim sa. So it's a very good thing for the Ghanaian farmers. Ye be sere mo mu benya bi no mu nkodi mu huni.
And I so say beba no omun distributing ye. Yes. Yes. World Bank discover for rice production.
Yes.
In me cost ukrumo.
Yes. Yes.
Into omun fesika no de beba no omun fan target ya de na de be.
Ye fan she baby e bebo anya ye. Na kokwa ye koso nti ade we important ma me ye. So be just oh babo mahama baso we NDC ni the reason you free na kokwa hwade bi. O say Africa's annual food import. Africa's annual food import at 50 billion, set to sell to 90 to 110 billion by 2025 without urgent action. I'm going to you, Africa, yeah, what the most arable land.
Right.
Africa, yeah, what the most youthful population. I want to cover them so cover them. You know, so Bologna the Ekahun, but I got a queer of one more because they have an older population compared to Africa. You see the dynamics. With all these favorable agriculture and other climatic conditions, you know, you import food annually $50 billion. 50 billion. I got my money because me meteorology me first degree. You have favorable weather in every continent. Be where we are. You have youthful population. You have arable lands. The arable lands just say as I see a bit me adosu pan. You work see Africa. Still, you import food to the tune of $50 billion. Article 8 says, "You are not careful by 2025 for your Jeremy." Because article never in 2024. In just 1 year, we will do about 90 to 110 billion. So if you go to Japan and the president has brokered a deal where they will bring 100 million to do all these things, I mean, to farmers. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a class for agriculture.
Now, look at Africa. This is Ghana's one. Because I'm a Ghana bad data and I'm very skeptical. So Ghana statistics, I'm skeptical. The United Nations Department for Agric, I'm really plenty of food and jobs. Me expose I'm here and as yes, this agency. I want to say Ghana 2024. Last year, you imported $3.25 billion. She never be a importer. Never be importer. You know, air poultry meat. Various meat for dairy products, soup bakery goods, cereals, just say wheat, no pasta, non-alcoholic beverages near there. Russia, no Ukraine, no much for wheat in Africa. Yes, wheat wiring, brodo wiring. Why?
Poultry.
We have CSIR.
Foods and cocoa.
Net
ye import waba.
Mename kodoma pan. Ufri wemfie kodoma. If you give them the right capital, why can't they meet our local? I go check in a crab ban because of my work. I go check in where deep Peru by 3 years. o de study ade ukufi akoko bronya ifi akoko ne ekunu no o we afa company a to friday at the so ma
there be no dey force akoko.
So when you even get the agriculture right, even the health and the nutrition of the human population also be advanced.
And preservatives no cry low in the natural one.
3.625 billion.
That's
in a year.
IMF yakojese
3 billion. What President Mama is doing is good. I'm catching saying
the number person mechanism. If this amount, the export revenue,
when they compare to 2023, we did 2.68 billion. So in a year, so trade, this is about 1 billion. Roughly, we did about 900 to $900 million more. In fact, I call my catch was Burkina Faso. Near President Kufuor friend one village, one dam. Thomas Sankara did it in the 70s. Go one gorge, one village. Read about it. Ghana imported to the tune of about $100 to $150 million tomatoes from Burkina Faso. Right. Burkina Faso, Mumudi. The name of the country means that it's a desert. A desert, but they've been able to see say you bet me a dear tomatoes. So let's do the system. Oh, my God, you come Morocco. Carrot in your cotton, and you soon to if be cloud seeding. You can artificially engineer rain in the lab. Nato.
Look,
maybe a Niger Kusi as a Jeneka Niger. We can do these things. Now, what do you make us on? It's because of our demography. Yeah. Look at it. This Ghana Statistical Service. I say Ghana has a youth as a young age structure with approximately 57% of the population under the age of 25. Population we can channel these energies into agriculture, and we can do it. Look at the mean age of Ghana. There's our age structure. Those between 15 and 24 are 18.66%. What the 54 from 25 to 54 54%. That's quite hard here. Between the ages of 15 to 54, are the way that's 4 2, so roughly about 52% of our population. And we can't do agric. That's why we can't do it because it's not attractive. Because access to funds in the idea. So if you get some of these investments and you can, let's invest right. Let's target key areas. I could bet me a diaboso. Say Ghana, dear. You can't Ghana, a uranium, cocoa. It was a prayer for the time called trade surplus. Because the data, when you strip data, maybe bikini analysis, you see something. When you disaggregate the data, most of gold and a work also. Timber, manganese, and one. You don't see what these things can contribute. And because on president, so this is the mean age of Ghana, median age 21 years. 21 or Beko University. School farms. We can start with school farms. Let them have a new orientation about agriculture. We can do it. My catch was a champion. The print is there. A champion will be 2 years. In the 70s, we didn't import rice. What did he do? It's the dams. We can do it. So that will be my first presentation. For Yakokwa on the Kaizen. Let me also add this. Jeff, don't cut it yet. Let me add this a bit. Jantuah Barima on the Thursday. I'm very happy Americans will be unconscious because of this. What underpinned Japan on the Ghana and start here, Brabono. But I'm going to start up. What means what talk? You don't say to still a cocoa man to be 20 baby. Now, Brabono bone here and no. Philosophy emphasizes small incremental improvement in productivity, efficiency, and quality. And kakra sense when you that is the mentality of the Japanese. 2 was a strong work ethic and discipline. Michiremu Thursday, you know. This in a to block at ya was a way better. We don't China, Japan support nonsense. I hope what Ted was a long-term vision and strategic planning. In our country, the manifestos nebumai. Not national development plan. In the NDC bar, not Janadrenko. No, 8 years no. When people are not drinking 8 years no. We must have a national development plan. Education say near ko. We are my oba. That is how we need to govern a country. 4 or say. Let me give you some metrics. In the 60s, metremu GDP say omane bonu hunyina kawia or Chinese come and a month for in the 60s and the 50s. Now average no many by $1,000 and ne $34,000. In 60 years.
Seriously.
See a year near my say you beat me a draft. I'll end it on my first submission.
Right.
I'll come a second presentation. I got one Babawi. Then I said, bikini no. Say bikini analysis.
And normal wetchy.
Who's a no can say, Akokwa. Uhunya maybe say ya, who's an effect.
Yeah.
Who's a uhunya maybe. Who's a banu who cook kaka.
Said them who ye. As through only family.
Akokwa who done do. As a picture now of Fabro, so trouble in calling kakra kokwa.
Make a weekend.
Who's there? Who's who bikini ya? Who's as well better for no kaka.
Yeah, sure.
Akokwa who ne bone kakra. As who bad downtown so kakra.
Sure.
But Akokwa so be who ni na de bia me ka say enkomo.
Yeah.
Oh, ba me ni jo.
Enkomo na wie no.
Me no betna. Kakra. O to chocolate kakra.
Na wo kakra.
Jollof kakra. Oh akokra. Ebu aka you kra petrol se de no so yesi kakra. Ni na kakra. One day no we nyina beba for ma be hu bibia. That is how I see pose and service. Yes. So I hasten slowly.
Okay.
I don't know because I don't meet different Professor Sapon. I don't make Musa Dankwa. That is my view. As a purely science student all my life, I know say science and data is never absolute.
Yeah.
What they are analyzing food in 50 billion. Obviously analyzing the different because our form
sure.
Or traffic population or from and it will make sense.
Yeah.
So data or science is never sacrosanct. Akwa hu doctor ni ya kacho se konum so bulo beto da. So bulo medicine. So science is never absolute. So therefore obi a pose and answer survey bia. Take ni pane out. You are the buy and analyze it. Set poll ni ade event na wo polling on and o survey no nsi nko ade. It gives you a room to work on it. Yakwa election instead of issue ba kwenya na say akoka say NDC be win and akokwa it was based on fact. Feature the buyer, EIU the buyer, Global Info Analytics the buyer, NCC am I a glimpse of it, Afrobarometer am I a glimpse of it. If I stand on 5 surveys and predict an election, now who the we most Sibasa and Yano crack or based on what? Here. So what this bikini is telling us is that when you see something, for you to get the full picture, you need to put in the work. Now I go to the data. Musa Dankwa in a survey. And when I'm on TikTok, let me just because I'm from methodology. That's what I've known.
Yeah.
On the MPP delegate, I go and take away 2,000 and a Kasai across 263 constituencies.
Yeah.
Me catch us by the incremental numbers. Some are about 40% of the count. Congress. The MPP delegate structure roughly is around 240,000.
Right.
So based on just these numbers, this 2,000 is a microcosm of the larger picture. There were 275 constituencies. So meaning that only 263 Kasai, roughly about 12 constituencies there were cover on it. So the data, and research, the limitations of the research. May research on teenage pregnancy in Ofodukrum. I cannot extrapolate and say that is the picture for Ashanti region. It's a limitation of the region. My data is based on the Ofodukrum constituency or the district. Yeah. So that is the background. Oh yeah, no, say a general secretary race now. Justin Kodia Frimpong NLD 44%. Neo Bene Kaka Henry Kokofu 6%. Eugene Encheno Monene Kasai 4%. Dr. Charles Jamina 2%. Sylvester Tete 2%. Akokwa Busame honest viewer. I think there's a fair representation.
Yeah.
But they say they will keep JFK. The reason is that Akokwa they be a Kasa one for say be a saying get me see an crowd. That's the man that's true. But I don't think there's anybody in the NDC today when it comes popular vote apart from John Dramani Mahama who beat a saying Ketia. He's built formidability with time.
Yeah.
2005. Omeletin is a general secretary. He was also in his 40s.
Yeah. He
built momentum. He built experience with time. And today, the formidable nature, it's come to bear on the NDC. Some people were saying Ketia more than be currently within the party. Party became a new baby. That is the fact. And then, gentlemen, I believe say Akokwa, the expectations were too much. You see, unfortunately for him, he had a president who, per the MPP's own research, was tintin. So I use the word intransigent. What's the meaning of intransigent in Chi? Tintin. And the gentleman couldn't stand up to him. That is also a fact. But I feel like he needs time. good materials, but I believe that by age and maybe experience, because Omer will be the general secretary that based on my leanings. Because when I was judge former MP Subin Isaac Ajesiama, former MP Achimam Punia, sports minister, I believe some man a bit more time to help him. I believe that he will go into the position with more tact now.
Yeah.
And I can say, I never come the pen and say, Brandon, I be more open declaration here. You cannot clearly see so yes, I didn't be.
Right.
If you be honest with ourselves, he didn't do that. I feel say he needs a bit of time. If they give him the position again, the delegates of the MPP in their own wisdom, I believe he can do a good job.
Sure.
I believe so. Oman is our time now. Obey. Then it came to the chairmanship. My member chairmanship Tansana Abaha. And I'll stay a bit of time here. Chairmanship, according to Musa Dankwano, 32%. But even before I go there, the undecided when it comes to the general secretary is 36%. I the 36% Kofi is the same as what almost this is 42%.
Right.
So meaning that this data came when we are and I guess 22, right? If you're able to convince these people, if you're able to let these people buy into your policies, especially when you are here, you can improve your lot.
Yeah.
That is the advantage of data.
Sure.
And science. It's not absolute. But you're saying Kofi 36%. Almost decided. Almost so many maybe on Betuako. Have they heard your message? Have you spoken to them?
Yeah.
What is your vision? Only Omokocha. Can they turn and give it to you? Give it to you, give it to you, give it to you? It's possible.
Yeah.
So you just pick the data and do it. Now, on the chairmanship, undecided is 34%. But look at it, on the presidential, the undecided is 18%. So meaning that fairly, when it comes to the MPP presidential, I'm phone maybe Motuako. But when it comes to the national executives, it's still dicey. Now, John Boy do 32%. Who to me 23%. The next person, you know, Honorable Asamoah Boateng. Meaning so yes, I can say that confidently. I'll share the reason with you privately. I see. I also agree. I agree with the percent. I'm agreeing with the person. I think that John Boy is the best fit. Let me say this. Who to me is good. He has the funds and everything. But I in the legal battles are done in him. The MPP, as we speak, will not have the time to wait for him.
Yeah.
They will not have the time to wait for him. He has a similar lot of baggage. When you are analyzing candidates, it's not your emotions. When you do a SWOT analysis of Wontumi, he has a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah.
Look at the last election, the performance of the NDC in Ashanti region. It's historic, 32%, 5 seats. He led the charge.
Yeah.
He has issues. But when you compare him to John Boadu, even strength at the national level, he's been a national organizer, he's been a general secretary. So he comes to the scene with party leadership experience. He was part of the leadership at MOM 169.
Right.
Even 137 almost one, right? And I something. He also has experience in governance. Okoye Director General was Sega, state interests and government something. Omo time na bedranka so Tobo Kase na omo report. So he also has that experience when it comes to corporate governance. Nipa here koi me to me. I agree with Nipa na who leading. I'm not agreeing the percent, but Nipa no leading there. I believe some of the man is good. The only person who I would have thought will contest this Community Japan. My admiration and bias for him is public. I don't deny my biases. I love his intellect. I see him at the same level as the likes of your former chairman, the secretary of secretaries, PV Obeng. He's an engineer. When they talk, he makes sense.
Right.
He makes sense. Also, the president. But I don't know why he still wants to chatter that part. He was best fit for the national chairmanship. I said, so John Boadu ne baby near. I think he's a good material for the MPP. Because our temperament, you can't really have issues with him.
But currently, we hear statistics. The undecided seems to be more than
exactly
the percentage of my academia.
In the choice of winning more tighter.
So obi obet me can even do better. To me is also not doing bad.
Not doing bad.
23%.
Yes.
So if they won't decided no close it means he's going somewhere. What is it? But now we'll count the personality and some of the issues ahead of him. Achievement they will never be paid. In fact 2016 performance they will say Roma Koye. Osha margin unyama MPP na Shanti region.
1.7 million, almost a 1.1 million difference.
It was also historic. But in any way, no. You bet me I can say the legal battles, no. Odi Mr. Winnie na. Say legal battles now. No. And maybe a bit me any effect. Said you can maybe a court. How you say now also campaign your other place.
Only yeah. Who's that Steven in team? One of the accusations is what he was not too present because of ill health.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not a good material. So maybe a first vice chair.
That could be okay.
Then he can step in when the chairman is not there, but to lead it in the day. Let's see how it goes.
Right.
On the primaries, let me wrap up in 1 minute. On the primaries, Dr. Mahmoud Wamia leading. I first said the gap. I may disagree with the gap a little bit, but the young one, I believe that this election will be a cliffhanger. Right. Cliffhanger, I'm sure come now. When a football competition is too close, we believe it's a too close. I don't believe Bamia will win so convincingly. First one, only 61%, Kennedy 37%, meaning that almost 4 out of MPP delegates believed in Ken, 6 believed in Bamia. I believe that to be closer this time.
Try a post recently, not too long ago. I think Kennedy was leading. And so if there could be differences, expect a bit to, large like this.
So that's that. Because of time to me, the way in Bessia. I got my third presentation, Bessia, and I got presentation memoir. This week, you know, Pabranti Yasam. What trend the Pamba? There's a lot of education. I'm a lawyers too, they have fees. And I'm a Clement to put them for lawyer. Now, the reason why I want us to do this education is that Ghana, and I believe, say, as we always lead the conversation with emotions.
Right.
Who's a grad, and say, Yodium, and Ibens no 15 years. Aqua, many entertainment journalist. I'm not a lawyer. Based on me brief on this case, now I say that here. U.S. Justice Department and the FBI at Ghana for say your brantie bia and our brantie in this case. Why you jumebne jumana wedino about $4 million abedini ho. Sikan one fa kwa pasu ni nyaye. Na ye believe say Ghana and Ghana security just a moyen. Ni emfa brantie na US e megina assembly bia. Ghana started from me extraditing the US or koye yachina tum 86 months. So meaning that a court of competent jurisdiction in the US found reason to imprison the gentleman for 86 months.
Almost about 7 years.
Almost about 7 years. 7 by 12 84. And so it's 7 years and 2 months. Ya jailing. Now of all the jailing no the asset I recover near the difference $4 million. Tikano we I want for pass when young men can say. A car we from the Lamborghini. Now, on me Ghana security and call him now can be the Shatawale. And I want us to take this systematically. Send us Shatawale and a becker say we are minimum. Let's also state that. Say 3 weeks ago I started an attacks on Yokuno. We didn't know. The first lesson I want to tell people, and me even as a producer. Politicians here are a victim. Oh friend, now someone teach me for me to so mekasa. For me to so no akokwa. The first advice I give anybody say, enye bibia na ye kan ho asem.
Sure.
Sometimes you need to shut up. Yeah. And no, me friend me gurus when it comes to the entertainment industry no. Apparently, ye extradite him around here no. Shut up koye TikTok video. Edi Ghana and 25 times I don't know my brand here no my job no US for the omoko. Akwa me say FBI any US Justice Department. Onu say paper na dey na nya dwuma Ghana.
Yeah.
Minim crofo be 50 no mo kwaje visa this year ya reject them. It's because of these things. Crime ye kwa ye mantem fraud ne ade. So let nobody make the argument say Shatawale no be time on ade ben de ben na SM fan away your stone boy ne ade. That is why I talk about an emotional state. Asamoba near the emotions. We don't look at the substance. My establishment say Abrante as a can ya jailing 86 months US. So it tells you clearly say from the start that there is a course. It is Abrante anywhere the Debbie. Abrante anywhere the Nkita Subia. As a brand last year, what do? You get a lawyer and you shut up. The second point is that Kokwa. Obebu Yoko Dini Bibian say Yoko Ren and Yoko Casa Omra. Jeff Penny statement, I couldn't get it here. The statement that Yoko about your Fatos Mamina. I don't know how I can read it to me reading. Okay, because Adena Yoko Shishim. Let me do education here. Or say Yoko is a specialized agency to monitor and investigate economic and organized crime, and on the authority of the Attorney General, prosecute these offenses to recover proceeds of crime and provide for related matters.
Right.
It's a brand and yes, what did dream do and Fakwan Papa so and yes, it can be about $4 million. Near or the tutor and yeah, but just a tone the difference. I want to find it saying proceeds of crime. So based on the mandate that established Yoko, that is Act 804, right. Yoko has the mandate to recover the proceeds. Now, when the functions back on say what? They are able to investigate on the territory of the Attorney General, prosecute serious offenses that include financial or economic loss to the public or the state entity or institutions in which the state had financial interest, money laundering, human trafficking, prohibited cyber activity, tax fraud. Akwa Jeff man sentence mama but shata kwa no mbusa no say nipa no talk car na wono o man na be TikTok say car no toy $150,000. Akwa the immediately me hu sa video na boys and some say abrante na ne tunefo. Akwa the second advice nipa bia ba bia wodu bia nya futufo. Me say first one said then to anu nya bibia na ka tu nya futufo. Akwa ye hwehwa diem. Right. Also turn 150,000. The question that comes across is that one, where did you get the 150,000? Right. How did you make payment? Was it bank transfer? Was it cash? Who did you make payment to? Who were the witnesses? And a Yoko fell sebra. Uko Yoko or say Branta na talk no. The dinner be a friend Zach na number uni auto street. Eko kumasi sri benya pa ko Lamborghini akwa na ko febi no just cat onako. So the second advice is the nipa be so nya den onya futufo. Now this is where my lawyers come in.
Kakra in the next few minutes.
Yes.
Maybe we can bet me in series. I mean Obowe and next week.
Right. There's a case on the authority in expert Ibrahim 2023. Right. When you read this case, it establishes say Yoko has the mandate. Now what case na won krabata bebre unse obi aje Ademudie no. Your friend dishonest receive it. I kwa mi jira hey. Mi mitwi meke ya mitwi na kwa me se mama V8 na woji a. Police me chew.
Minimum katua woji. Minim dia wo ye ntie se mi hu se ka na.
No no, say loan your friend dishonest receiving. But no enye Yoko ne be sign verse any Ghana Police Service. Because Yoko is specifically for organized what? Crime. So if certain me improve say organized crime na amoa no e ka ho no. Onimbi ni bibie nim eye bibi ebi akan ko ka so ntwibi no nwa be klemu say watone de a obetimi adam. Two, dishonest receiving it say waje kro no de ade ne ka say hu sa de na nya wo de a na wo je. So that is another bit of it. And the second lesson I want us to is akokwa okuto bibi anya lawyer. Now my lawyer's advice o ka say me fema eyi ne say oso koto car akokwa ne say wuye ni say car na registered. Your first port of call, yes, point of call, port of call, a DVLA. In the frame, but car, a brand here registered and patrol, need details almost system man. Yes, DVLA in the Bemusa car, a bagana da bang, the register and the bang, and yeah. So, we are more advanced numbers of Kuanima, Obeko GRA, because they will have the custom information of the car. The car not only registered. Na abafo fra ukọ GRA the same information nyina ebe ma. Right. Some information nyina ebe ma. Two, or say uto bi ade me phone yi. A Google Pixel 9 Pro. A between 9,000 to 12,000. Akwa so obi a ben share for mani no say phone ya wo ton yi 5,000 and top. Adi say wo ba no or the receipts baby okoto phone no you just say to oto no ye kra phone ko be the franco phones superlovic phones the din was so send maame yare that tech jansen to twan ho baby onye scan wa fa na obeton ultimato ba se odi phone aba adaka phone nka ho people bi enkura no abrante na wunim no random person phone we 12,000 10,000 so oton 4,000 oye kro no oye kromfo opa the food o mu betimi a kire
sure
okay omo kasam na me kan Fantima MP no omo koku na ni phone omo treasure beji abrante be kuma so koto no eyi no
yeah
kokwa yenye careful. This is the lesson I wanted us to learn from this episode. And more be a man in politics. You see, unless it's a branch to be up and I may be na me born in your mecam, will be up and asam. Ye munya men pesa, be a measure, tried the tin in the be and then some of fast moment. Go what I see. I dear master was a be a phone, so move her. A coqua, a mutim cried the yama to so how to pipe, papa, punya can't to papa be a. So it's a serious issue. A beer, unamo baby, yen the betting at a busy until one coast massage schools and be a sign there, it will be two be. So let's all learn these lessons. One, you be on the social media. You may gain information you don't know. Two, to one. To one. Now, pay for 2 Now, they are Fubia Sujane. Yen ton wife from 16, 5,000.
So, dear, the food that we're in some mind.
Yakwa, me do be see and I mean show.
May I see you, Gino, say to the fact checker and Otin and Canona, faxing now on presidential travel, no, dear free Mwabira, a Greek opportunities are eba, and of course, ya Babira, a Shatawali, and since sending in a dinko mopi, but my main fa birthday wish, or Henry Evelyn Ba Amanquamo, and there your birthday, or Henry Evelyn Ba Amanqua Amo. Right. Okay. So, we'll do that later. Na yede asheso. Right. In Shawan 04.5. Mame ma Ura Emmanuel Regan Finn Akwaba, Ashanti Regional Director for NSS. Obeni, good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi Abokodie.
I don't know on pipe.
Na edwuma mu what to say?
About the other room. You see the Jawa there as well. Enti you dey to me.
O won so nsebo
pa.
Hey, na yetimi ma abre wanyina national service. Na ehu pa o. Na zasem no say to say.
Initial meeting the beginning na menyanko edwuma mu.
Okay.
But me cover mu amete ye no. Ana me cover mu no. Ebomu pisa kakra.
Wow.
Ebomu pisa, because how national service will operate no. Na obi awenya 100 years. Na Ghana kwa say obi di 60 years or kona home gym. In the head na obi a over 100 years. So you be fan say oh yeah security kra na. At the age of 100 years, eduma be no pay no. Eduma be no pay. Edin somebody be oha. Na eninya.
Me gidi sem wa pen so there are strategies as I know maybe in CBM.
National service has come to stay.
Okay.
National service ebe magana for.
Wow.
Abre so.
Wow.
And anuntina meneaje
the presentation.
Using presentation.
Sure.
No, yeah. And then maybe so as a national service, you made the band year. Obagas a national service deploy fresh graduates and momoko some on mine.
Yeah.
But national service is going beyond deployment of fresh graduates.
Wow.
Now you're entering into farming.
Wow.
Yes. Oba Kumo research farm prince, you 20,000 acres of land.
Sure.
Say on mine. Say Yama Yeni Ed Basso. Say this 20,000 acres of land. Yeah, the resources is shame. Near ye farming I was assassin as well. I can tell you, say a come de come here be more.
And no honorable Fusini Donko AD anymore.
Yeah.
Director of operations.
Director of operations.
To help say farming no matter say
thousands
of acres. More starting.
Sabra me no ka say okokuma research farm prince.
Right.
Your thousands of acres.
Wow.
And yeah, a woman ka sabrin ka you harvested that.
Oh, that's fine.
We call ejula sechere dumasia and also 200 acres of maize and also due to this incident in ya chukwe echire na nko mampeni agasa de nani bere na ya start harvesting. International service, we are moving beyond deployment of fresh graduates. We are going into farming. And farming obi some say and the farming are the traditional methods of farming and they are barefoot mechanized form of farming and now your project sites such as farm prince
right
udru ha ubehu mfidie abarefoot mfidie yedi ekua and ekua enye sekane asobiu
sure.
And your mechanized machines are your dear queer and make your memory. Who would the say, who wouldn't be who supervise when Koha went to our when you say, Bibia even harvesting a choir or command harvest, Bibia or machines and all ebay. And the Messer Mabunu, Messna Ghana, sir, Mumma I am for your hunshim. Your house is cut through there, Yadeka. Frozen chicken and then national service who call your project site or papa Greater Accra your poultry and your poultry your piggery your grass cutter son of many na you say a bat on streamer a bet me aboa amo man is kasem o man djumedie tumi ayeden akosuru bebre enti good news
right
and minim say ebe akofa ministry national service ne agric ministry bedi kasubum send ebeya resources na betumi aba national service asoye na yetumi dey deploy na yanse say ne say this 20,000 of acres of land so we are prospective personnel na so we nyam register ya this is a good news for you.
Okay,
good news in say nyame ya adom na you deploy to national service project sites. It comes with incentives.
Oh, okay.
When you are no market DVA any other institutions no more service. At the end of the month, you're almost 715. One no because of what Japanese obey you man no abua ama queer yo etumi akoso owo mayimuntino. National service gives you some incentives about me abua ma wujumede so akonka. Incentives number 1. Baby Awoka in all your service here is being taken care of by national service.
Wow.
Anopa eduana ubedi ewia eduana ubedi national service
because of the involving yourself in
because of accepting to work at the national service project site.
Wow.
And only free car edo be free baby awote edo be call national service project site and our farm hono and also free is being taken care by national service. Aside 715 because we age national service now you are increasing revenue whatever you that you benya harvester you benya no yenya a percentage yenya will service allowance yes also increase no amount so you take extra allowance aside your normal allowance our general
anyway we be able to recover ho
and you know but waka na emebunu no DVA ye kodo but in the farming enya do na asam dey woman say na ejuma hoden ewo mayimu we we national service 1 year na the question I am bisa emrante ene maba wan say what is next. National service is not everything in life.
Sure. So
what is next in life? And the national service, what Japanese obey here. What we service now, we bet in a few, I bet your applications. National service, but per se, you be employ services,
right.
And you be put them into groups. They are a portion of this 20,000 acres of land. No more seedlings obey you, so they are seedlings obey you, machines obey you, be obey you, so national service project sites, national service is the more free. Yeah, the more we are revenue be free man after harvesting. Revenue be free man, national service takes a fraction of this revenue. They can in about and the opportunity can say I will urge Ghanaian youth say money and come
right.
And also a bit me abua apart from say we nya wa from there no mo we djuma no bo man no ama man no so sika sametumi ayede ejina yi
right matter support ni ade nyina aka ho
man na maka uko headquarters
yeah
and now Friday, every Saturday, because it's Sunday. Uko headquarters akoko ebu kebab BBI from National Service.
Barima Kofi kitten no me dey my
ebeba jumedie no say National Service ye adeba ko ye say ya ka won say oba yes various senior high schools na enche ye ne Ministry of Agri Edukasubom ya kan boma ye be all the senior high schools no ye be more nkokon ketenkete ne bi na National Service for ya supervise ne ya hwe say omo abanya nkokon no na onya akoko a e dey a obewibi
enkusua no kra
so ho and schools no kosi omo use ye nkoto bio nkoko a ye de to omo aduane so ye nko abonte nkoto bio e basa sika titru dia ya kra ya de kra frozen chicken ne sano mani na to be ya ho beto ya sika mbe edu enti no mesre say National Service won ne pa those days na ya test scanners but I'm telling you in the next yibia say ya National Service na National Service contributed to the nation's food basket.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
And no, and National Service day back. Scanners yaka it will be a thing of the past.
Thing of the
National
past.
Service.
Yes, yeah, watchdogs. Yeah.
Isha 104.5. Emmanuel Finn, Ashanti Regional Director for NSS. Now it is there's so many packages. One of the room. I think ADS applauded for that, especially with the agri sector. You know, here I share analysis. Carrying over 50 billion. Come on, $50 billion. Just importing all those things a bit me a good cause omo started sad you know. Happy birthday to Ohinere Evelyn Ba Amankwa Amo and your birthday Ohinere Evelyn Ba Amankwa Amo. Happy birthday to you. Nyamin Shawa would dance no onye okese pa Bansa Flat ewo Comfanochi Teaching Hospital ho and nurse and midwifery training college Kumasi and Ochrade, National Assistant Secretary for Midwife Society, and of course under GRNMA. Happy birthday to you, Henry Evelyn Ba Amankwa Amo, and another one to you, Samuel Echampon Sammy, and the birthday. Happy birthday to you, Samuel Echampon Pepra. Nyamin Shawa wodano suna onye okesema nkwatentia hodi wumna ne da wakoma so bia entumi emremu emfa emma unsha 104.5 ugusu awuti kukura entumi dwumedie no na the last one Matilda Adepa Twin Hill Enterprise Customer Relations Officer. Happy birthday to you. Nyame inshaw na onye okese we free Bismarck Amansie Rural Bank na owo also my happy birthday. Okay right na enra nyame adom 2 years nana odi 2 years no okay this one to Osman Ayan Kasi and ne birthday Osman Ayan Kasi and then onya 2 years. Ti happy birthday to you. Nyini na beye panyini pabo a omai na wiase nyina enya osomfa so pa. Ono akra obe nyini no. Osi mi video ni say mi TV so. Enti okay, Shawan 104.5. Enra yedamo ase. Delegates amokoto aba nyina for Ghana Journalists Association Ashanti Region yedamo ase. Ne yesemo ya na moye no se area kofi edudumfe mobu ayeto aba no do sopu de ma no first win no na the contest yes one tiase ti almost enya rerun first one na 30th of June what the 1 vote na twini mu and at this one mo akere se na mo penankasa 9 votes 20 against 11 and say so trone di kan dem say pra no this one was heavy showing that the people needed Ira Kofi Edudumfe. Congratulations to you, your editor, our multimedia group, Kumasi branch. Nyame Emma Wahwadini Nimdia, Ubetumedia Diduma, Ama Enoma Akoso, Ama GJ, and I said, yeah, once when this wedding, we believe in you. In fact, if you are
transformation I would abandon no man. We believe we know what you can do. And you know, Jantuah Kofi Edudumfe. Congratulations once again, GJ chairman for the Ashanti region. Nyame insha pa. Mamema openikesi yakwaba. Ene nkomo nkwa. Ene so de yima nkwa o. Onyame ne ye wo ampa. Na
yeah, it's not the same classroom at university.
Damn you. And your classmates,
of course,
course mates, program mates, BBA mates. That's wonderful. And the name to Ima.
Many Ajapa, in fact, appointment by and I'm saying, hey, then this is serious.
Yeah.
Also gone
when the days, yeah.
Now, my appointments anyhow.
Yeah.
But this time, no, my friend, I'm saying, hey. And Kofi is MPP and she said, Masa.
This time,
because this time the competence. On the first year, they put square pegs in round holes.
There's one what I say, but I see the already will be true.
The way I NDC for any school.
Yeah.
Now, on appointments, so no, put square pegs in square holes.
Yeah.
And round pegs in round holes now.
Which fits better.
Oh, yeah, that's also on your results.
Yeah.
It's in young one or articulated the Omoye on national service this time around as against MPP scandals. No, Uti Kumasi and I say, now they were say that na and no mess.
I know mess.
What I say, and I was also okay, count.
Sure.
I say, yeah, free NPP background and all the amnesty.
Yeah.
Now say, Yakoyano said, yeah, that na Masa before when you baba was one, and this is for no cop.
Yeah.
NDC for no call. Can it be share 3 months at party at trip and to say bio
assassin
and to say bio interview still live in the primitive era now. I was a bit tapping now. Unyane. What I say?
What day nyane?
Now unyane and then Mabuna Abano in the Nintino on Fabio friend to Abba.
Jay for
or the modern Maubo and the Twaba. Enche MPP be kopus meboa wo de set 7 na wo mu na de amanfo no so mo mpe na na so kwa kofa ba what you say na je say etoje wa
kan so tro no be chen
what you say
we de no be chen na de Canadian no
yes
okay
ye nyina ye mame asante hima na wo tweda na se
sure
mishia opanyi polafoko mishia na mze opanyi wo ho wo say me wo ho ima me like me ho den am say kai MPP, we have the men. No?
Yeah.
The men were relegated, but they said the men are now coming to the fore.
Yeah, sure.
And Timichia, Chairman Paul Afuku.
Right.
Me have been pioneer say on some midgem.
Okay.
This is the era MPP Enyano.
Okay.
Say rebuilding. They say party no. Akona chika kra.
Ti omo hwehwe bibia.
O hwehwa wo hia memma.
No ma hwe gu a.
Akokodrofo. What I say memma. Say they don't care about the obedient. The never what said the NDC for I confess fin abeto senke ye ka e bi afen kra no what I say but competence in no what well so if MPP is thinking of bridging the gap now omabo manima obi ti say focus so mo ye pa
obi mi abo
Paul Foko what they did by 2014 or 13 or by Sika also the simple for one simple for so constituency straight
no they come on
and na esro for ni dwan ho o man pen asem a o mo de no sana obeye ye te soro ye pe scanner jeja who dey akosi from straight was it there be adwuma no from enti minim from for no o mo tesa foko ba o mo ni be je especially constituency level no o mo ni be je because he's an action man no be boa o mo nyesa baby afem mo raise ba na akode there masa azembe
right Emmanuel Osei Jemfi development consultant and pay ono nso ewa ha ebedi nkomo pi na watwi mu na no ya wada na abriwetia na penny na kunadu ya domoto so miensa na watwi da no ye observe ye edi na in fact na ye krabehwe amamre ne amane ye twaguye na hwa ahemfui tese bibia wode ye kire asante amamre di ehim na hu se Ghana ye wade uye oman no culture ankasa se wo hwe culture na ankasa na kuma ankasa ewa Asante region Asante man edane culture no ma hu se wiase nyina epahwe na eye krabehwe na na yebedi nkomo kakra yebehwe observations ahodo ayeye ene no ma ebitumi asua because as wo man no ye nhye da ntwuro bibi nto nka yeye ba yeye professors ni wo mo amuso wo ye historians ni ye nki asase atwepen ne paper ye trotro nanka ye nana nana kunadu yi adomoto so miensa enka oko yenki wo videos bi a ye beyi ne nkwala abrim ye wo paper bi a ye de be kire emfonyini bi a ya hyehye ne kama na nkantentem na ye book ti akwala afa pe otumi hu the genesis of her life from that time na no so ahwe so asua bibi wo man no ase sa no ma ne hia yen and is one of the thinner ese me adwene baso anopei empanifo be boa ne adi nkomo he ne ye de fa ebede yetumi awie ne ye ni nyina ye nkomodi a yebedi ewufia na afi president kwantu awutu ye na koye nsem bebre na wedi nam ha na wedi nam ofa commercial plane of fine jet ne hia anase ye ne sen se ye ntofoforo ana ye high private jet ebeboa sen ne yebekona no pay eno so eye nkomodi MPP so se oba de sefu bia bible mu se de ne wom no sabra ejapa wo mu bejewo said the oye boni bia why be almost suspended will be no e jane so de boni ni nyina che ti wo mon samra wonsu a wo free mu so wo akwanya se osaba na emum se wa na resign ye dia etwa se osa reapply enti ekoye nsem a ewo ho e bi se na mo afro mo de amumura mu na reapply de e be dia ma binum a ye de ye ni bu wo so mbesa reapply enti monyi wo mu nyina enra enkomodie course so yimboache antwi e wa ha former Subin MP na ochire say they need to reapply na won besa reapply so Alan Kwadwo Chire Martin resign is it possible that he will reapply and sensem bebre na moje wo so amonye wo prekwen eno ne manfo bi so nsem mo ka no pay empenifo be boy ebedi nkobo bebre e wo fia nsha 104.5 me ba yesia na meni wa hye nkomodie na se bre so a onso benya kwanya no abam.
Number one account radio station in Shawan 104.5. Kukran to me. I am myself.
Vote John Mahama and join me on this journey. Let us restore hope and ensure that every Ghanaian, including you and your families, live dignified life. Let's build the Ghana we want together.
The entire Yebedin Kunimno, Ejuma Yaye as MPP, Yaye Ejuma Bebri, Enim Faswan, Nebema Edin Kunim, Oman Penny Mahama, Samu Kaino Baye, Obekantre, say, Namnina Asa.
Kukran to me, a Yabrabo Musam.
Roma Shepa, Niaman Koye, if you say, Adia no Motoni Tracy, Nay. Abapem home yensa nti krom di ayehye papa nti ebesre serenado owo bibiya onya
novela wodane le ezefefeme
kukram to me eyo mani ye de ho nsem.
Ghanaians know this and Akufo-Addo also knows this. With a struggling economy, unprecedented hardships and a troubled ECOWAS sub-region with rising incidents of terrorism,
abedwefo atnase kukram to me untumi ntake
All right, in Shaw 104.5, Kukrentu Medjumedi Suni, Ebedin Komo, Emmanuel Reagan Finn, Ashanti Regional Director for NSS. Mamin Shasi free, Imenti, Mamin Shasi free Fins. Narana, make a money boom, you know, I ain't same your brain. Obenigase, President A. Tukwano Honsen Bibraba. In fact, the issue of commercial flight and private jet near the day. Seems NDC more the private jet a campaign bebre near CCK na President Akufo-Addo kofa private jet. Am say no as a private jet won sem no kan musuru. But as say president nso hia so to kwan a kwan hwe na no see so akoka Dubai for several hours before wotimi as move on ako time. O leave your mind so security issues. Ye hia president no wa hantika jet no wa wakudu ntem why the obey wasaba. But now jet honsem cannot be dene e wo memu because ye de bin sem ye campaign. Ye kon saying, do we really need a presidential jet for the president? And I say ye handle on the saying a bit to me aboy and the MPP amnestia omode amay. Is it something that is shikimo kakra? Say there are people coming back so you need to re-strategize. Na Asante Himan so on the 14th to 18th. 1 week, said you want some who now you come up within the next 15 minutes.
Mafa Omampeni Akuntu, but before that. I'm saying the whole regional ministers be Asanteme, right? But the regional minister who is here, Dr. Frank Amakwena. Obo Juma, as I say, media, Muina Mokabum, na Yabuano, ne Opeja Asanteme. Emmanuel drew a certain level. When you say he's one minister, and then or to various districts to know the challenges, the states of various districts, the state of stored projects are. And what was saying about the other and one day be someone you bet me abua. I think I'm asking to my family. And I know for Lucrum. I know about Tepanso. I know about okay. Or quarter Tepanso. Oba Ovio for Lucrum. I know Ovio for Lucrum. Right. Ochechi ahemfo. Eko inspector district assembly. Right. Omo officer. Omo to mean any other projects within the municipal.
And around 8:40 to 9. Yeah. And I mean who's afina ne car.
Ne car no. Yeah. Way any abrantia or then the moja or then a honde or then the bibia esi was say asanteman as asanteman e fan into me pefra in the master media for say we any dey we say yebo say e pesa asanteman fan into me pefra there yambo abrantia na chidom e we dwumaden a oye e dey boa asanteman we take kakra pesa me can on the regional ministers store and so mampeni akontu mampeni ebe tu kwan a enya nepe ena odi tu kwan before mampeni be free ya mayi mako baby be bilateral arrangement and the occur Japan so okoye a bilateral arrangement eni ehu mfasode a e free sa kontu ene mo yeden eba ebi bisa say ntiyemo mampeni enfro commercial jet and now say private on private jet commercial jet and now say yento jet for that is the argument you see here question me be say at the time I know mampeni ebekono na Ghana jet no the presidential jet no na honden etisen na say na ahonden city was it fit for purpose our mampeni betumi dey to kwan na our mampeni amfen to kwan I think so let's narrow it to whether private some mampeni behind private jet and also mampeni ebeko on commercial so mampeni a wasa boss on the oba abesom ahwe say ordinance say papa ebebo o man na se ne o man no nkofo bi epagya o man no koye no ye the o man na back on tracker then as a so no so you leadership by example or set example a man for who say he's indeed committed in ensuring say Ghana for why then at all and I don't see anything wrong sir omampeni be decide so be call on commercial jet major the years born no kra na be den ebeba form on commercial jet and yemi say ho so otumi koy dwumadi a say okodi no otumi akodi anone ancestor also bisa ye ho say omampeni e de commercial flight e call ye no and me entumi mba say ye ono ni decision omampeni betu kwan a ye was security arrangement the cost. So all those security it was was based so before commercial jet and now private high-end private jet it was based on the security briefing onya from the security and your resident oman sikasam ACTR. So at the end of the day it was decided sir omampeni betumi from commercial jet na wotumi ediako. The question as to say your private jet and I say your private your presidential jet and I say your presidential jet me I will go for it sir. You matter how the state you matter how yesika same city no me I will go for say omano this is the time as say now you come to the table na you agree say we are going for a presidential jet and presidential jet na ye kofa no ana ye koto no modalities ben what type of presidential jet na say ye koto dia na betumi presidential jet bena assess yakoto security expert say Air Force 4 and they in charge of all this. We should not leave it in the hands of politicians. We should not leave it in the hands of people who have no technical know-how. To me, rather than we have experts, we have other experienced aircraft a year or more go through the mill, or more experience or more expertise on aircraft. And to say, we should look at other options. Now, Air Force flight jet na yekotono the security status at saying nimpa say na betumi afa ebebo oman no sikase mu say na besi aye say na be yankofa middlemen at the end of the day be we na scandals bebre akoba until the make can say yes, we should go for the presidential jet, but going for the presidential jet, it should not be in the hands of just politicians. It should not be in the hands of OBR. There should be experts. The experts must come must sit on the round table. No one decided, sir, this is the way to go as far as our presidential jet is concerned. When you come to me, I can't find.
But the late former defense minister, na or just say your presidential jet is unfit. For say a bit to me a movie as of March no cry now much say they call repairs ama call repair any day na a basis abre na nke expect senka maybe by April May hono na nko metumi awie because na nke a few weeks services it could really say July and up to now we don't have any other briefing say omo mo ye no cry akusi sen ana say akuwie sen Jeff me de bibia sende enye worrying to us. Say as a yentimi enye frank and as a yenye candid with what is the state of the jet. Because analysts be say even flying in the presidential jet currently, a flying coffin. Or describe one as a flying coffin. So why say yenye so bold to say baby a yedruno or mine yempe presidential jet for. And these are the steps that ye take here, but nobody is talking about it. It's like as a kata no maybe so, which are real issues we need to target. And I know defense by and they say it has been left like that without maintenance for a long time. Intina mampeni by yintiminya day you su afford to just because we blame the previous government say why anya repairs, why anya maintenance intina as say yes ye de ko ekoye. State need to say you bet to me you should be because analysts don't want him there was saying the state Bruno acquire flying coffee. Why is this government not being bold say see in your presidential jet for
Medase I don't think I be say we should leave this in the hands of the experts. No more expert advice. If there is the need for us to get a presidential jet specification almost specifications are back. The mode of flight, mode of jet, the amount, the cost involved in acquiring this jet, security equipment, what this jet. So many should be on the table. You better discuss it. Send a you leave this in the hands of middlemen. Our minimum jet who be our more fan politically. No my no with some a chileno and cofa bibia and family. And yet the late Omanibu Aman Kwan Ekasi, who has a 2022-2021. Now Omampeni Eha luxurious jet Etina Mujali Gumuno. Now defense minister at the time say your jet no crown enia one day a betumi aboa ama Omampeni etumi de etukwan. In his comment or say any fuel yedibegum amana de akono entumi fane nko je say ye kogina baby answer ya say rufu the jet and so Omampeni pentama ko baby na wakodi djuma e de ama o man na menya so say making stop over to rufu jet no will be a solution. Medameka say as a man no we need say you hear presidential jet, we should sit on a round table. It should not be left in the hands of politicians. We have experts. The experts should come on board. We should give them the mandate so that they describe what type of jet as I saw mano ebe here. Yakasa jet enyejuma. It's not the number of years you use jet no. And oko Nigeria for use jet more than 15 years are they use. US use almost 34 to 35 years. And as a minor, what we are lacking, and yet when in our various institutions, they are lacking a maintenance culture. So, among the specification, but now floor, now you cultivated the habit of maintenance. Still, we will come back to the same table. We will come back to the same discussion. I don't know to me yet, and so, Mesere, say penifo a kebi woman. Say, young Kenya not the experts should come on board and specify as to where we are going, whether a new presidential jet in a Yakotoa, then we go for it. Specifications been here. They here be as I said, yade acquire a new jet. No, we do it. Send a bay or man who's been now how to swear. You bet me a move on.
Right. My uncle amnesty so. I didn't know say by within your party, some of them are passing comments as a party. No, I say almost yet that just because they fear the competition have in the upcoming 2028 in the normal. Amnesty, who is saying?
I'm
talking about the MPP.
Yes, Medase. Amnesty no MPP for air cano. Just a crocodile the John. A crocodile the John. Make a entire crocodile the John. Abra MPP for Lucy. Abra MPP for Lucy.
Right.
Even before in the 2024 campaign, me Ghana for air can ye hear some at the MPP for say. And penny for Monamotia Memu Ghana for Sucom. Ghana for what Treomo. Ghana for a one when you hear me. Then be before Gatra. Sorry. Then be before Gatra Ghana for and say, Omunim do moye. To the extent say Omampeni at the time. Oko Kwabli East. Kwabli East about to Mpesu so. Omoya one constituency a MPP a chunk of votes. Abrana Kwabli East if we say yakwanye. Asema Mampeni gacho omone say so makwanya mopa abana de mupe bia monkoto no mubeto abana monto nso amonya de munyai asemisa ne say abra na ope omu vote o gacho omo so omonto abana bum no o ka sa asem we e de kire omo ana Kwabri East wasn't requesting for match omo se yakwa na enye o enti be ma yakwan okọ gomua o Mampeni to be gina ahimfu enim e gacho omo say nanka sasa abrante we na moto abama no manto abama ni ntino mpuntu sasa eba no memfa ma omampani to be gina ahemfu anim aka we etre omo the make an say MPP start say so mo pam omo nkofo in opposition and no di omo trimu dem abra omo pam afoko omo pam ko blade Japan ne same crab ama omo wini ye nti na omo trimu say so mo to be apam mpanifo mo wini a bibia ni wa cha say in power no so omo pam obi free omo party no ma omo nsan wini bio na omo start say omo pam wo ye MPP ni na wo ka no correct omo so wo kwa jiska wo NDC for na wo ka no correct omo wo ka asama ehia ama omo a betere to omo party na omo so we de NDC for ase na funuma ntina o ka san sam we nti so omo su ya de pa omo luso aba we no so mo ko thank you to party for a work from e ka tro omo say ehun behia say ya be share party no eyi na your party no practice apansam enam say mpanimfo bi a wosoro seek for their selfish interest in no omo ba e be ka say sa na mo kan de a you start your party your party structure no your top down approach. How? It is because omo person omunya favor. It is because omo person omunya obi enim adom say Baumia ebe omo flag bearer na Baumia ye omo flag bearer omo so o ko omo contester it will follow in line. So this amnesty no just clock the joint bibie ni we be free ma ye den aba and the arrogance omo de yes no me we Ghana fo hu say MPP fo ensua ahwe enfree lose na omo lose ni mu almost ahwe
say no more recommendations be no the ministry is telling you say omo woman so nyina na omo agi atum say bomra
ndomba fra alan so omra na
say omo ma kwan so bi atimi
ndomba fra alan so omo the caveat say omo fra alan
and reapply to be part of the party bi a wono anya akoma say the best akọ MPP
me MPP ni wo say wo free party mu bi abra. So why do you give a caveat say this a metro application and sana?
There be say a word ya suspending no party ni hwe no ma bi a wo ye no and a party na suspending no ti wono no sa na party ni so wode ni nyina ache no and the word ono asi na adwene mu po
do see na adwene mu po no
ono asi na adwene mu po say waye na adwene so wo free party e di say ni pa kro no say ba na say adwene sa kira ba yeso wode to krata so mu hu say oh masa kira ma adwene mi am pese me sa eden e ba biem. That person is unlike Obia or no year bonny a pia and say a film or no one didn't pay a day if you part in the palm.
Do see Nigel Mupon. Again, she said about community or party in the man and the man did not so. A see Nigel Mupo say, Wenty Mendom MPP. And this MPP any who say other members are. Ya pamo mono omo nsambra omo so hu se nsese nnomo ba ko mienu bi omo ye no omo party mo epam e man kofo bi resign ye no omo fa nsese papa ento na akwemu se na be ya akona amasa ankofo no so aye den amanaba. But if you leave it blank say mema amnesty e wa bra ye wo brilliant individuals because of nnomo ba ko mienu e koso party mo enye ntino wa resign no wo so omra. What's another? This or trust say baby. It is neither here nor there. So wo flat frobia say akomapa any akomafita na wo dey there. Frobia no bia ambla on board. Na the osafata say ye de ma no odiduma o party mu bia no. Ye for mo say na be obia e de akomapa be so party no. Yeah, nke we de nkenya ndisi asem. But the way NDC are formidable na ya akono e wo Ghana ha na Ghana bebunu na Ghana ni bia pese odom NDC no say NDC ye tira ko nya no so acha we need a strong opposition obetenetele say na be ye bibi na nsem fata ye betumi aye ni ye omo kan ya fe bi na etumi de atentene oman no na oman na afa no ntomepa if other than that no emoye hu ba kokora
because 2016 I mean most split by musa no ma bebre by say so be
2016
echichemu ba party ni mu I think there were so many factions we or mentime ho ase ne ade ba you organize yourself mo try say mo come
never in NDC aye pamo obi every party them
amayo and more try some more reorganizing the party. Emma Mahama lead the reorganization.
In party factions are natural.
Yes, Abuamo. And this is the time where MPP Suhune said the Mumusi Moye Modi no sono. Abuamo Unity United Front. Now they are coming with United Front.
The difference between your approach and the MPP's approach, we believe in numbers.
Okay.
Political party. Ube we know about is about numbers. And the political party, a obi efri nipem abedom. And this a nipem efri nipem abedom party, yempame nipa. Our political party jumediemo.
Right.
Yempame nipa. Sir, frimuko.
And some multi suspending growth.
Yes, and they are running Jumedie, oh, yeah, that's a Kutia party, Jumedia. Party Wamla, Yenidi.
And the same thing almost the suspending people. Who have
what about Omoa out of pain and then normal echoes to MPP more who say it's not the best,
but there are people in the NDC who also left who left the NDC who share a friend is saying Central Regional a friend is saying Alote Jacobs ni Bakuyata Mills Kokaido. They all left because of Omusufin say some things be money. It happens both sides. So
it happens.
Why are you saying say
Kokaido?
Yeah.
Koko Indo, any Aloto Jacob. Abla, who saw my yes and take that position. The party took measures to call them to order. A flow more them, and no more din come and no more Kasai. Omonti. Okay. Omonti. And the party no who say, there be your heads in the party no echo, and acquire party ne paswa. Munam, Mubebra party in the same. Mubebra party in the same. I'm one of them pay free party them, and I because sir, me bano no one person obey the atene no one person obey the safata. Me to me say wa obeko ukwan the base no it's and this mono yampaminimpa. Right. We never sack any of these people. Omo suban in the you free party now. Okay. Yampamo omo suban the you free party.
That's the difference.
That is the difference.
Okay. No msuo kakra na menko unua yima homra na yahwe or hima de no later on your side. Ima
Minua
what the impumtu consultant, development consultant. They say woman presidential jet issue. Who say in a fair view, you're too political. And I say here a yadi here for to the security of the president and many other surrounding concerns that a woman.
Minua, my menchia, my young could be Akusia. Okay, entrepreneur. Food diary. Oh, okay. Potassium food diary. That cross a man be 7. Oh,
yeah, Diani. Oh, yeah, Diani. Oh, what done for you, Diani? There, come on. A common order. And then Diani Keko. A Diania, in fact, had the Bruce. Oh, wonderful. At the Osa call a Honako environment. Omoye Diana. You applaud her. And the Agusia Michel food diary, Patasi. Right. The full line is on our street name. Or Minia, any pankwa pana. Room ha yedi agrosa. Oh sorry. Ya wo. Wa wia, wa nante akukuru wi ase, wa kosuku, wa bre. Ubeduru soro ha. Na ye de wonkwa eto chacha. Ye de wonkwa eto chacha. President Mahama akwantu otuye, me gidi se okodu Dubai ho no. Omo free am afoforo so mbehunu bia no. Ombesere no. Because na go free pa na sebi o president in nam.
Can you imagine what a hot train or a transit me boy?
Aye, no train.
Ha. Ehu. Ni nyina no ho a ehu nyina no me nua. Fortunately or unfortunately for the NDC no aha no omakokodro level no from perhaps based on sembia omo kan previously. Okay. Enti ama omo nyi akukodro and now a moral right to say they are doing the needful. In the wake of say flight yeah be a day a nipa watching a question I should have monk still a near kukodro say about top presidential jet. Dominic Nitti was half Falcon 900, right?
Yeah, Falcon 900.
And I knew soon. Just bibi ya say I win actually po.
Yeah.
I win actually.
O mane bo ama na me mfa ne currency ye ono akra na kan e. E na wo hwe ba bia mo si fuel tank no. Right feeder tanks ni nyina, center wing tanks ni nyina no rusted.
Can you imagine?
Engine components bi wo hono mo a see engine number 2 air intake plug receptacle bi ni turbo fan ni nyina say. Just say o mo hwe ande dwumedie no nya papa. E na starter generator and also issues, and this is the flying coffin, which analysts puts it that way. Say a flying coffin. They say we win at them. It means we could do a nyamiadum, and we say.
Minya, only say a bit before your how. On say obo how constating a car no pa. Otia break na emfa.
What's my main comment?
Was it nyame de member kwa? Nyame mfa nipa nko masa. Hello. Oza se mitimi sine enti ase. If say ade won kwa sore na. Atore nchem say atono ni ade. Yeah. What start na start and na utia so na emfa. Problem ka say nyame de member continue nyame ama wadwen. Yeah. Ese dwen se nipa And nipa pa no, and I am say Christianity doesn't start with spirituality. It starts from the mind, mental. Because when you focus, I adwene nya dwuma ne padua no ebre. It is adwene nya dwuma obehwe ho obewu. What you say?
Adwene kuro ya so na yedi nya adwene sachira.
What you say?
Tie no first. Fire adwuma.
Adwene nya dwuma. O de o frɛ nyame a onfiu.
Yeah.
Bo wa say. O frɛ adwene mu kura no asa ba asetenam. Sɛ enioma ebetuto yie ansa na wadwen honhom sɛ ho. Ndu fiti ase na o hyɛ di America kwetena asɔre de abra wadwen onya ni yie a cost 90. Nyame kura obi. What ase ye de nipa nkwa edi agro e wo krom ha no. As a matter of urgency, no, I was say NDC for a procure presidential jet. Beyond this, no, the many have finished your dream plan. Say, presidential jet na ekotono, and sesa politicians, and ekoto. Emi enya middlemen, Ghana for until ni ye. I juma Parliament House, couple of years.
Yeah, with the whole experience.
Politicians ni nipa bone 4 year, me 4 year, I would do 4 year, man boy for a 3 more day for to the extent say. Who catch up politicians on got to presidential jet na. A one ever born the other to swap raro. We are so. MPP NDC. Only be better so. Only more than papa. Yeah. Nipa a fellow politician. And you mean about do na. Enti and says he partisan. Yempe experts said he friend kind. Omonim dia e wo suahu e was a presidential jet no. Na omonkoto. Na yen subject to omo to strict scrutiny. So politician now or a leader of the country no enkan one. Who expect na koto no so what you say obe scrutinize who say bibia e dana kwem. Yen shan so say presidential jet na metie advice say yen koto no. Say yen set up team of experts omo be monitor and make sure say ye maintain as and when necessary any yen ito. Yeri can pay team on to the maintenance of the jet. Since me setting up that team na yen ito. By bet to me there we should start by setting up that team after yen koto jet no. Yeah, to yen to papa ebe lasted for decades. Me koto bi akwa. Say okay, we 2 million. We also 50,000. And today yen to 50,000 the enemy can't Ghana for say 2 million. That's yen to papa. And China say. Yeah. America for your case more useful for so many years now. And Nigeria for no to papa preko. To papa preko eche. And the American for presidential jet now. And this a kwahwe ho bio ye yodom ni ye se bi concert ana se jet bi akwahwe ho a mo bia me kanje ze ye money hwe ye mfa adwene nyame de amaye no ye fa nya adwuma ni ye nya hoto. It's as simple as that. Right. On NPP amnesty no menua se uye nipa na wote wana abusu na wote ho a na pese obo brama ni siwi a o so di ka bisa ho se himfa na me free me foundation ni say MPP o MPP ni a no watie ni ye mo se erade kasa mo se mo foundation ye nyame so na mote MPP party na edesi mo fa si tigare ana bosum bia so nyame asem se say mo be hu no kre no na no kre no be ma mo aye adehye 2020 to 2024 achinye bia no say MPP amfa no kre anya hwe MPP amfa no kre anya adwuma ene nyame asem so ye nukre what you see here nyame asem na nsesa right wa fa no kra anya adwuma wo se wo konkoayem enti no wonder say MPP etin koayem sisi but MPP ene be ba na ho so na wa hwehwe no kra chi kwan no de no kra ye adwuma nyame sa be pejaw e do ba adehidie mu power ye kwakoye flag bearership enti ye ko conference akwakoye nhyehyeye asema no mo se top bottom MPP for Ghana hanom etie bibrem ha ka kire say yesi dan a yetimi boso abra yentu foundation yetimi bo dan so enti omo koton chance ni nua abodan so wo wiem abra omo ntu foundation eni pe wa ha nyina ye din MPP party fo nyina ye din asa hwinsi ye obi parochial interest inti nipa ba ko interest inti e was by force yɛkɔto soro hɔ na ɔno wene sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a me a national executive no ɔno me nipa no ɔmo ɔmaka ɔmo contest no ɔmo nya me nipa enti sɛ deɛ ɔpɛ flag bearer no yɛde ka to soro no ɔwene a ɛne ɔbɛwepe aseɛfoɔ no ma to ama me ama wene na ma bɛyɛ national officer ɔbɛwepe region foɔ no ma ato ama me na ma wene na ma bɛyɛ regional officer ei na gye sɛ nokora no still a ɔmo sɛ ɔmo fa nyɛ adwuma wo aba yɛbɛto ntwɛn ɔsɔfo amoako ata anaasɛ owusu bɛmpa sɛ ɔbɛma prediction ɔmɛkyerɛ deɛ ɔbɛwene sɛ woyɛ MPP ni a bisa wo ho sɛ wokɔ na nokorɛ leadership no ɔmde nokorɛ yɛ adwuma anaa sɛ ɔmfa nokorɛ nyɛ adwuma deɛ a hu sɛ wobɛlusu 2028 ɛnyɛ magic nyɛ hwee ba sɛ wohu sɛ afei ɔmu tu amena ɛwɔ fam ansa na ɔmayɛ foundations and ɔmaba soro deɛ a da wonom sɛ nokorɛ yɛ dɛn ɛyɛ adwuma
na sɛ wopa kyerɛ sɛ approach nana
of course o grant amnesty what is the essence ne say party no be united na mo hyehyɛ mo nneɛma yɛrɛ makɔ wɛ ne pa but at the same time now grant amnesty no osi wokɔbɔ ceiling abɔ dan so ansa na wabe two foundation
yes onko yi flag bearer no
can you imagine unthinkable
ansa na ɔma bɛto fam deɛ no
but obia rank and file na yɛ din without knowing was your polling station executives now more to me when I'm sa dos no almost what you din hey
but so much remedy into omokoyesa and the reason being that ebema ye potential flag bearer antemu adwo enya one flag bearer
enya no credit
the course
enya no credit
sir
omo dada nipa enya no credit
adada
me say one fa no credit enya dwuma be lusu o the market somewhere one fan no cry and you lose.
But say don't come be electoral.
Obia nim say MPP party no. Problems wom. You hear rebuilding. Obia okwa rebuilding no. O sha se free abonten.
Right.
O sha se free ase. What building a fear problems e wo ho. Ase na opejaba because esrofo na ko ase fo no be use om de akontokwa. Esrofo be di atemu a ebobo akutia asiefo no de omabo akutia osimi kosi soro no asie ne nye asie na galamsey what was kenny otu galamsey da o grounds etu netie ne da omo mutu netie otu omo for sikeni ne baba obi amfi no obese yensensu no wakoto vortical anase mineral water bottled water o UK na ye ne maame ne papa no ya nom poison no na yewu enti ye futu netie na ni ma.
But in
so yes sir so it should start from the grounds.
No, but the same vein as I'm okay. It is a galamsey the example I IBBO and Mampenikra kind of we know the people behind this and they are the head. It is a itreno I waka hwasim. It is ye titreno the akasi ni nyina nso be that is idea Mampenikra. Enuna sikani yetu eno na MPP me say yetu sikani fo omunya so vutre ni wia because it is ya ni aka no nyina ayo etre no e na edambo ewo what you say etre abodam ozugo tu ne fo ka say etre wa adwene mu yare
okay well sorry etre wa adwene mu yare ugotu ne fo
okay
etre no no na problem no wa enkoye da bi ase na ase fo no onye ye ho no maji to me Dr. Baumia Kennedy Japan enye ye ho asefo no maji to me uba na asefo ya ken ho bom ye okay you must possibly be okay by force so we okay unye okay because o kra no unye unifier get out
okay
na ye divided e wase ho osu kwa yisoro ye na ye divided ni enko yisoro ye be yisoro boni ama esura Ghana for mpe
okay
esura tantan ye be yama wo
okay
na je se uwo mu a uwasia na ukono ukoshiwo because in our divided states we gave you a leader
okay
Ghana yenya 00 police station bebe yenya 0
oh yeah
eno che say police station executive se party ni o ha ke benya 0 unko solve esa problem no so ko yiso na je say the all still unya 0 no on e ba be kire wo the obey flag bearer where you the any power
okay
it boils down to common sense
right.
Me say a selfish interest, the common sense they have, a selfish interest, and then could be pursue.
Maminya announcement in network. So we live on Insura TV, YouTube, Facebook, my challenge kakra. So person share how bit me ako YouTube on Insura TV. Now we join the discussion. Imatoaso.
Minua, akwa conference o makogia tum. Ye to be for emergency conference. They said to be for emergency conference because sadly way na here me say omo we divided and at the constituency level they are divided. Police station they are divided.
Right.
Regional they are divided. National they are divided. Where MPP a mistakes pion.
Right.
Yan grant amnesty, Abraham corrected some mistakes no. Utie. Right. National elections. Enipa 5,000 6,000 mewa. Omo nyina ko converge wo Accra Sports Stadium. And a tour at once. Enipa ko tour ba no ebro empim num. Afei enipa apempe ekoto super delegates. Can aspirants near 10. Emu 9 say said ye national elections no yenko ne sa yen converge one place na yen to ba emu baako aspirant baako pese media yen fan ko region bia na yen na dipa enipa 9 asem no anya adwuma national council na anya antum me say MPP edo o ma fa no kra anya adwuma bo be konko ayem nyame ne kae because mo say nyame so e na mo si mo party no
right
enipa 9 say yen converge one place
okay
majority carries the vote o mo say there be nipa baako pese yen to no decentralized manner region bia Anthony there mo dey call region bia and na me no so one unpopular decision we be make no e be affect mo and no so na Alan ja party no me boa enya sa unpopular decision no so na Alan Chiramaten eja party no
sure
me amete ekura na metimi gina independent etiefo ntie o ma ye grant amnesty me ka ho ye no say na amnesty ne ba me timi gina independent over 20,000 votes me amete ya me she ministry mini influence meeting over 20,000 votes as an independent. Our President Kufo constituency.
But almost munyina monsamra. So besako.
Na eho Alan Chiramaten. Do one unpopular decision to Alan Chiramaten Jaya. Just MPP for omo free mono a dos. Oh, granted amnesty. There were some specific people be make a conscious effort to contact.
Tinyese Alan Berry apply.
Make a conscious effort if your intention is genuine. The intention of granting amnesty is genuine. You're a co-independent, you know us by names.
Okay. Tinkomumra Monase.
Alan Chiramaten, you know him by name. Otiko Fise Jaba, Reku Brobe, Nyaho Tamaku. You know them by names. Consciously, no common aso.
Right.
Nanya evidence. Oma ma obienim say your intention is genuine. Ampa. Omuko Alan Chiramaten no pamo omo anase wenti omo na wo kame omo.
Okay.
Omuko Nyaho Tamaku no pamo omo ana wenti omo. Omuko Otiko Fise Jaba ho. Omuko Yima independent ho. And I went to you. Then your intentions are new, genuine. Now me cry one pie friend obetie.
Right.
But so quiet say, what did you do what na to so? Wona opesa we yet say nyame ana opapa na oje oba de cell phone. Ohun ne ba no Bible so ohun ne ba no. Odi America o ma ne ba na me review. Ohun otena ban soro so a ohun ne ba no. Sikani ono ote adeshide ma ne hoto no kra do. Odi America ene kwahia ko ba mo ne ba no. What can I to so and what did you demo? Tell me granted amnesty. It is not genuine. We want to push them to make it genuine.
Right.
Because party ne papa no money and anonom dia. The Kai President Kufo on say your friend no dear woo.
Jeffrey mami.
Me papa of abi me na nabi. Your friend woo. Into oba e fia President Kufo ba e fia o se woo o se dear woo o se woo o se dear woo. Yesu so to ne yete woo dear woo. Enti party ne na anonom dia.
Yeah.
Enti no kra bia wo mu a sefata na wo se yeka. No mo ye no yiye said ye be ya e betima ba ba mu na enoma pa ndisi fo yes sie no ye betima ya atra.
Okay.
O kan enoma pa ndisi fo ya obi ntia se se o mo ye enoma pa obi aba ahyase ne ya na ye won so me ko dia akosi ewie no eni asem MPP wo capacity say omuso betumi aye atra baby o ma ya kwa kodru right ye nya personalistic intentions person kum nya sama de ko opposition ye nyai personal interest am ye nyai ye fa group interest.
Okay.
We are sa dia na me say nyame so na wo si party nti nyame bebo am odi nkudi
me da se Ira Imano no Imaye development consultant na wedi akotene wa MPP ni mpa nti wokasa no tumi say yeah, deal with emotions abum kakra. It's over bro. Ibanola Sage development consultant that thing. Can I say
unemployed graduates association?
Oh, some minimum.
Ghana Youth Watch represented as the voice of the Ghanaian youth. Na metema MPP.
Na mote den.
Manifesto no me contribute here. How much 4 a.m. Me na na do share with 2 for say to the second fear what was the lodge 4 a.m. It was a policy document. Near the 10 regions of Ghana by then. Ye campaign ho nyina.
Adwuma wa ya mo.
What I say? But pesemin kuminyanti, emimunti, abronti, mafia nti, wickedness nti. Hwe bia ene oye bebunu a, on say MPP nya kono. Nanado Emma the ordinary CEO Abbas they cried say SIF
State Interest State Investment Fund.
Nanado the ordinary CEO no for 75 years. The classmates newu. Into no be aboa no. Ana Muhammad Ama Abbas no within 33 years or so. Or classmates on Kofi Bebre boa NDC enya kono. Kofi Bebre enjoy NDC. MPP na uye bebunu a ukomu a. Look at this.
And Eugene Kai said they should involve, the youth. Now, omunsia something from the NDC. Eugene Kai, but I was said tap send, Papa no. Eti udisike free UK, USA, Canada, baby bia would back Ghana habia no. Mr. Fafa tap send so. And now udisika nema ubia. One reya no akudi. Mr. Tap send and the papa. Fafa so na bibia entumi enye fine pa na uyusu inhire fm aso promo code a yente hwe tap send eye papa ene abusua ni nyina wodi sika mane a fafa so na bibia entumi enkoyie on say ye manu levy bia chese no anse eba tap send ni age atum na anu yi abanti sika wode ba enye sika kuma o se yemfansi ni dan ono wo UK Australia baby bia wo bia wodi sika ba mo am wo Dubai no ne enkrunkru ahodo aka na man ahodo no so nyina mo mfa sika ne mfa tap send so na the first way secured e be sa be duru ntem so na bibia tumi akoyi tap send papa no na dwumadie so nkokra nso be koso Uncle Bo White obe play live Kumasi CCC auditorium ayija haya 31st August 2025 6 p.m. sharp na dwumadie no abaso na 100 Ghana cedis flat for church members wa ko CCC bia no 100 Ghana ba wonye church member dia so sorry communion no say check ticket no wo dey 150 won so de beboa na omo etu nkonwa no kotena so atimi ato bia kan Eti Mr. 150 Ghana cedis for non-church members. Hobeye de na Opoku trading ticket ni bi wo Kingdom Books e bi wo Sanso na Continental supermarket Idias e bi wo CCC Jansu duru abenya bi. The ticket sisi na program no ebe kama pa 0547 640 110 0547 640 110. Neka is a PH World Company Limited. Ewu Kumasi. Omo pe obi a chese wo pa adwuma. Wo pa adwuma we ni bre adwuma nkasa. Ye pe was transport officer, anansi sales representative, customer relations officer. Ni nyina no yakwanya wo ho a obetwe nya adwuma yakoye. Call hrphw.recruitment@gmail.com. hrphw.recruitment@gmail.com. Nefa eye wa application no any wo CV no ekotum na wonso betumi aye odia na bibia tumi aye fine pa kwadwo eye Recon Royal Enterprise the Recon Herbal Mixture no nso aba etu yade ahodo nyina se herbal shops bia oduru also pe Recon Herbal Mixture Brema Pentecost eho na eye osofo Recon ebutu eduro no yetatahwe 0244 470067 na osofo ebejo so na bibia tumi akoso yie pa abusia enche yebedi nkomo na mama inteki a quick view ewo asante hema no minim se fin minim se onya akwanya ekobi right ekobi all right ohwa amamra ye wo no man mu ha enkanka ami asante amamre si ekunchire atoho ni enya history bi about people personalities enkrofo enwu so ma bedi dwuma na no ne yehwe asante hema dwuma di a wadi wohwe konfanoche block awako sikura de ama wo mo ene basa wato de ama schools ahodo bi ne no ma ni nyina no it seems like in your media na capture these things are not well documented. They say ye pebibi aje se ye call online ebi okura kopekura wu na no nye mpanimfo bi na ekyire na bakosem ma yehu se maame no adwuma wa se wabɔ no enya asɛm ketewa nke yehunu ye culture no ye toto na sesen then ye be
medase asanteman ewobika asanteman ewobikyire asante ewo rich culture,
right?
But nano ukuada no yawada,
yeah.
You see menshia hon ye ko menshia no,
yeah.
Na wo say asanteman will bika,
sure.
Asanteman will be tre,
right?
And so a conscious effort ye be put together this culture send a be in Chirima ebetumi esue bi no akoye a how kese pa edema asanteman,
right?
Enye ye maame nko a ye wo ahema bebra omako omun kreti a up to now yenka omumpo,
yeah,
because there is no history to that effect.
Yeah.
And you know your father with some we say rich culture amanonefo ebesue bi on the day no,
yeah.
See tintim edi egu nkrata so na yaye museum bi edi egu ma edi egu ha megidi ye say nka foreigners a mo peso musua Ghana bakwasem asantema bakwasem no,
yeah,
ombetumi abetobi na abofutuo bi edi ama asanteman. And so all this rich culture ni na no akope baby ada
yentro
ya 1 week ewie wetu wa yewure be fide course yi na eye ne time aso ye ni wi a wete sam na bibia akogu ya mfa susuye pa ane entwere papa ento ho a ntirima betumi afa bi esua entime de mesre,
okay,
say the rich culture of Asante no nya Asante nko Ghana as a country no your rich culture pa asanke yetumi a branding ye eye ni ye a amanonefo ebetumi aba as tourism a ebetumi ama omani sika obetumi ama asanteman sika ebetumi ama yen brono su sika bet investors betumi aka say maami me hwe ne suban me hwe bra wa bonti no magina bra we so na maye a monument at the sea or the amama no send a bay and tirima about betumi.
Would it be right say you district, even a district museum for maybe some personalities are almost free sa district one community the normal my year need to mean your right outs to put those things over there. Say build the community no say MPP no me point in America now. Oh, okay. Martin, you may trust.
Very necessary. Very necessary.
Yeah.
And no, Abama, and na Ghana, your culture, Ireland, Obia Solia, no, you do.
Yeah.
Obia Solia, that sense of cohesion, no, any
okay.
Obia Solia, Subambone, no, my bonnie, no matter time be near the nation.
Sure.
But son of my way or na ntirima ekoho akosua de ehu bra empenimfo bi abo ahemafo bi abo ahemfo bi abo ye mpotema me gidi ye say e be reform your life,
right? May I say Emmanuel Regan Finn, Ashanti Regional Director NSS and Otin and Canon Mamenko Imansu quickly nafi Yenko lines and also Mamenko no quickly. Me trust now
the point I now can say even at the district level, sure. Something I'm advocating in the Methodist Church.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
that's great.
Me a Methodist.
Wow. Oh, hey, now move me no there. Oh, mo cry say atro mo ho ase.
Even in the church, say like history there, masa, and then the church baby free.
Sure.
And baby a year cross.
Sure.
Into baby a bini hono. In my family, I started with my father so. My father left us in 2023.
Okay.
But there is a lot he did. Right. Where they say asɔre na dance you di individuals bi omu share even your friends say almost hey chale ofa na beto your kwan no ho a you stop no making sure say wa peka ma ye school for na wo ni nyina wo onim wo na wa fo no tuaka no making sure obe stop mpanyifo no say yesremo me edi kan na ba ma panyi bi amfo
okay
no ma students ni nyina afro no tua na omukọ most of them I didn't know. But then me ko wa hwa my ye koda dada but nkofo ma ka kire na he was helping them go asofo mo so on na kire you me na sorry cry hu hia me ohia me on me kasa ye he invited me home kakra na me so me be sunu nyame we nyina should be written na ye maba be kan no mo hu say eh ye na bi say no te enti yeso so ye nsua bibi emfiri mo enti very very important everyone was say ye ni Ashanti Expo like cultural expo bia a yearly event you better publicize it to the world no matter because we have a rich history.
And I think what the regional minister started like the Ashanti Fest well, I think that what they can do is just to upgrade it
of course and
make it much cultural.
What is it?
Na eno be boa na is the culture itself.
Can you imagine
to the world?
A lot can be sold.
Much important.
A lot can be sold. Area be able refo the mo famra kokofufo kwabre the obiawo expo you are publicizing it so well. Amma we are singing like bosom tree your activities are here what you say damn say what you say there is a lot we can do to promote the Asante culture and heritage but we are not doing it. There is a lot we can do and you ever say and penifo mo ke bi ewom penifo a woman hia you say even the inspirator needs inspiration. And we are inspiring them. Say, omo den na omo keka omo ho. Me a development consultant. Your friend was say Janfi. Me father make an say no asebi abusu apanyin. I link it to a 2 for no. Yeah. And me so cry directly or indirectly. Me a share. What you say? How we nyina if they engage us, we have a lot to offer. Me nyina yen kamum na yen hyehyɛ na asanteman ye festival no. Enyina brane.
And of course, the idea of the president to even open that National Cultural Convention Center.
Can you imagine?
I mean, using the cathedral site for that.
Of course.
I think that particular thing, no, grab it to me, I raise a culture no more. As anti-mind, I mean, the diverse culture, which can boost tourism and all that. A good idea.
Fantastic. Culture Asante for no say you could drive you betting a claim say we are the
no but
because national cultural center
that's the fact
nyame alanche mate papa so anyway see Kumasi cultural center and Dr. Nkrumah Kwame Nkrumah a friend so may replicate in other regions Enti mamra say free well I think say using this conversation we need to start something Finn Eben, regional minister. I was on any sure. Now, as a regional minister, you are better pleased to help me come out with something bigger.
Sure.
We can contribute for free. We have Mamiskana main 5 ideas.
Regional minister started. And the Megidi say, an opeo jumedi.
Sure. And the proposals.
More ideas.
Advance conversation.
Very good to beef up whatever idea he has about that. But so yes, as early as possible. I was saying nah, because I learned say within this short period of time obedi himano there is a lot he did. And there should even be a show for Asantemai on radio or on TV.
Projected drama be created to exhibit or more character in the drama.
You see,
I mean the movie or something.
You see,
also drama now. Emma Nimpano.
I appreciate the reality
of it.
Fantastic.
Since you better book in drama aspect. Drama aspect.
Those in movie should be looking at that. What I say, no omunya moa. In fact, sorry, I see you lose your values as a people. We will lose it because there is no history to back. To remind us, to awaken our Western consciousness to some of these realities. And you better cause well lose in as much as say, young kaka and baby free, and baby a crow, and they said, Yeah. One kaya you refi. You say tell me and I forget.
Yeah.
Inform me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. If you involve me, I will learn. You should become part and parcel of me.
Thank you. Right, Medasipi, alright, man, or say Gemfi, a development consultant, and I think can remember Homana so now so for adventure brand in Incomo, see 03220 A3581 A3582 A3583. That is a wonderful conversation. I have won so far contribution, bra. Send out the fans some way from presidential jet to MPP amnesty. The Amas will be suspended. Also, a free party in Musabrano. And lastly, on Asante Hima, a course or a culture. You country ni saying, ya kind of saying, and no one seminar any Hunko ba and no pepe penchi any. Quickly, near Queanim 03220 A3581 A3582 A3583. Hello?
Awa?
Izo?
The family of this seven neighbors.
Bonzu. Okay.
Now, what did you say? Now, young more so, man, also quite. Let's say, when I Jantuah, Mr. Momra, what do you do? You know, 2 years, what can some occasion, some brandy were in the bay. What is this idea? This idea, Ghana, because somehow a puffer del Jorolsia, only minute to go to or done civil at Tobamano, I could find the money come by. Maybe I could be a look at settlement in Tamuman, maybe I could be a Dr. Mamut. Now, party and Titimuno, just in Kodia, and yes, and what's in the woman and Samra. Me will be a Kasama chief. Alan, you saw me over here. And you know, also, I come with that, and Yamina, don't want to come across you almost apart anymore. So they come with my head when you have time, but make it any sense. That's to me, but it's also compared to one that's you get money in here.
Okay, okay, next caller. Hello, Minia.
Memoir. Nana begi de baako pani nana begi de kakra me kan say uti asema mini abema na agunsu be kan na ye be sira manfo eye empanifo e de nhihye aba entitimu bie nu aba so fi se oba amoye nyina ya dom ayabusu ko baako a bra so fi se umma enkojira ba bi ensan se party no because nkabo mu no yenya so wo hweti na sikwade empanifo di abai. And for so many never.
They say one is a party no.
Oh, say be more obi one more on your not a party no or because and papa found. And some phone almost a party no because I'm penny for you.
Now say Bibi or Hona say chia. Obi SOB sweet me can't want to say.
Akokwa. I just am penny for you and for so many party.
A big concern, they say, Omo Ekon. A bit to say Alan say. Na Sebu, Opeso or Samba. Now the condition to was one salary apply. A bit much to say, so I don't know you no bay anything.
Nanya be on a party, to good party engineer. Ah, I remember where Mommy and Yelisa said to good party moving, and you will be pumped. Then I just say, we here no. That be the thing, you know, I remember one my mammy can't show, I didn't want the man. So when Joshua went to me for. I just send money here. What is I a punch apart? You go for Bebra, or when this one, and this Japan. Yeni koma edi se pomo re kwabri Japan eni ayi pola foko edi be pa na party na fa nyimu enso manyire baabi engu party ni mu asida eni mi ko say omo da so party ni omo ka so mo dai mami che me bi se wa komisi.
That's it. All right, thank you very much. Next caller. Hello. Next caller. Hello. I'm picking next call, mommy. Why? Hello. Okay. Odi, mami next caller. Okay. What's happening? Lines no aye star. Oh, okay. Abusia, emfansia lines no asay. Nti ye be see anafi. Ye to me aba. Okay. Hello.
Akokwa.
Minia.
Akokwa.
Minia Beni.
Apom tse.
Adomne mpa boy ho ye pa. Minia into you.
Amakwamluku.
All right, I'm quickly into you.
Bosom communications officer. I'm a money juma. na menchia honorable fin wose wa boy juma pa Nyankopon kano ene me original chairman na kwasi na de meka nyina ne se no kure de ne ba akopɛ wo hwɛ MPP party na omoni policy direction omo party na kasa gu because of say aban papa ne amumu papa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and then this abani buno and then I may say Ghana ya kondo na one say I had to say 2 teams no ba kwaya attractive no e dey say ba koso ejigu etomo party ne nya don betima ba power omo ja ne ntimi bu o man na Ghana for ho tom buko bo she Ghana for no ana e di so se obe share Ghana ni bia no na nim ni na sele obe ka so akofa gold wo form because of say enframa papa na ebo no ho megidi say dem pa bo tag mama na this abani chi a o man betimi akonanim ama o man afa ntuma pafula Mention DC Engineer Abdullah Mid. All
right, Meda CP. Hello.
Hello, Minia.
Yeah, Minia.
Na po mai.
Adomlin pai boy ho ye.
Me ba cho we ke me na about 2 p.m. Masomo asante mambo Minia.
All right, 2 p.m. yentio.
Ma me mo abaso na chairman na kweti ma me ya no. Dr. Frank Amako. Minia, ye be sere. Hwe de bia me kan. Me si de ba ne kokoba. Omo nyina ye krobofo ma. Wo hwɛ enkabomu a ɛwɔ NDC mu a wo hwɛ MPP mu a ebinim hwɛ MPP fo ni enkabomu etimi ne ho yɛte obi ɛntɔ ɛnsa ehyire sɛbio ne busufo ba ɛsɛdeɛ peace ɛne asomdwe wɔ NDC ɔmo nsua yɛ nyinaa yɛkɔ akantie ne yɛto abama obi na nipa koro wi ni a yɛ nyinaa kɔdi nipa koro akyi Won ba ase MPP no identity mu o de tebi ni asabebo a ehwe His Excellency John Dramani Mahama
right
one mitadofo afemi oje mu yenyina ekodi His Excellency John Dramani won akasa na capacity dey na MPP no ase watime waka pese omo from no abufo obebrebe mu ene omo candidate na opposition ne de enkabo mu ni wo de on bet no opposition ya.
All right, Medasi 2 p.m. Yem fancy na enchana sports eba. Fin.
Demeke chato and say MPP ensia bibia in opposition no woman.
Right.
And the Ghana ya kono ama Ghana mebunu ama Ghana fo utiwe na so wiye adwuma na adwuma wura eni so adwuma we ye ho a na nya so so be se san akofa ni ba fofo edi na ba enti Ghana fo eni aso adwuma pa Yereba John Dramani Mahama ene na ma ene ni ministers ne na appointees eye enti there is no way Ghana fo ebetwo mani akohe bibi foforo akohe MPP before ne omo ntokwa ne omo top down approach top bottom approach no model ban and the sorry amnesty then the sorry crocodile the John BBA no model ba ye different Ghana for ni momo ya momo amambuo no omo amaye Yereba John Dramani Mahama eden se papa sesa Ghana and na when me support 24-hour economy na start to port
right
I started
okay
enti mebunu benye adwuma ye enti DVL 24-hour economy na best start to DVL and mebunu benye adwuma ye aye bebre enti obi eni ho a obekọ for MPP mebunu aba pe adwuma ye enya sika de ahwe omoyere mu ne omomba enya MPP ntokwasem ne etutwasem na ekoso ne discriminating na ekoso MPP mu enya no na Ghana for
Beda CP okay Ima
MPP especially Syria callers omuntie no mo share so because mo na bibia ye de soma mo de
yeah
untumi nye ade kwankoro na so enya results fufu adidi da ye chen adidi preku o ka no kra on to wo why she show you me ya Ghana for the type of Ghana na ene ewo ho no on fi wo ye hihye ne o maye
okay
ye nya Dr. Bawumia ho ahwani den no na ye nwe party no
okay
ekwa be fa so a say Dr. Bawumia Ghana for pen na yenim Dr. Bawumia Ghana for pen na yenim
right
o pen na e wose ye de ne ba no obaji to me
okay
say on pen no a sakra wadwen na hu say wan sesa na to me no unya manwasi
All right, in Sha 104.5. Yeah, sorry, now for a good year, Ura Emmanuel Reagan Finn, Ashanti Regional Director, NSS now in Casansona, Ira Emmanuel Osage, Gemfi Development Consultant, Ononso, Ena Otinenka, Ewo, Kasefidi, so Mamemfa, happy birthday from Konkoma Kabori, Mahmoud Kabori, and birthday, Mahmoud Kabori. Na yama happy birthday. Yamin Shawa Wodano Suna when you Kesima Quatintia Wodi. When you say we spokesperson to the Lands and Natural Resources Minister. And happy birthday to you, big man. Yamin Shawa now when you Kesima.
My wish, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Or your brand TBA when it comes to party Jumedia. Or you're very vociferous, very committed, very hardworking. These are the youth we need in the party. Betumi Ambua, Ama Yedumedino, Etumi Akonkai. And this is Ayakono because of Omunjumedia, almost starting on the media space.
Sure.
Ama and this Ayakono.
Okay.
Ama Mbebuna was Antimemu, some NDC. Mini Akaboli, Namenka, no more Hobai. Ompeja free. Grass non-phone grease.
All right, but I CP in Sha 104.5. Odi, where they may involved in me why may involved and Tifacha me where they mean no mean to me. Okay, in Sha 104.5. Midin the Barima Kofi Dawson, which me from me Akokwa. Yeah, the Jumedian ABC Asidanko Modiska Brand Jantuah team Nina, in fact, management wonu nyina itachiache bibia kama yede abesoma na koju Jantuah nyina yeda se sports etwa so nyame adoma yebesan so ehira